We're about to speedrun for every single Cosmos appearance in the IDW comics till we get to the good stuff I'm about to talk about. Ready? Go. Cosmos was seen in the background of Blaster Space Station, where he has his podcast and pep talks for Autobots across the universe. Cosmos was part of a team that helped save Jazz and Trax. Cosmos was seen at a party with First Aid and Brawn after the Autobots won a decisive victory in Iacon, thanks to Ironhide. Cosmos was positioned on Garrus 9, which is the toughest Autobot prison that was ever made. It was made to hold people like Overlord, Skyquake, and Shockwave. He's seen in a line of Autobots blasting Nemesis, aka Nova Prime. The fact that he survived Nova Prime, who renamed himself Nemesis after entering the dead universe. He can literally channel the dead universe, and he can make black holes. Cosmos in 2009 was stationed above Earth's orbit, right next to some satellites, and he redirected a nuke.
After this, I better get a lot more respect around here.
Cosmos was one of the Autobots who Optimus told to flee Cybertron during the events of Dark Cybertron. In a future golden age of Cybertron, Cosmos has a statue next to Bumblebee, probably because he redirected that one nuke. Cosmos was one of 200 Autobots who joined the Lost Light, and he has a brand new body to boast. It's very bulky, and I love this design. When Rodimus gets a call that there's a Spark Eater on board, Cosmos is seen in the background talking to Sandstorm. When the Lost Light's quantum engines exploded, it created a duplicate in space-time, so there were two Lost Lights, and the Decepticon Justice Division ended up slaughtering everyone on the duplicate Lost Light, including Cosmos. But Cosmos put up a fight. Cosmos is seen fighting off Overlord, who's single-handedly defeating everyone on the Lost Light, all 200 Autobots. Cosmos is seen defending the Rod Pod in Dark Cybertron. Cosmos is seen in a sea of Autobots during Dark Cybertron after they've defeated the Decepticon. And Cosmos was at Megatron's trial. Cosmos originally was on Transformers More Meets the Eye, which followed the crew of the Lost Light, but once it had its merger for Dark Cybertron, and before they split off again, Cosmos kind of jumped from More Meets the Eye to Robots in Disguise, which was getting changed again to just the Transformers, which followed Optimus Prime as he tried to mend human relations, and Robots in Disguise would split again into Transformers Windblade and the Combiner Wars. But we're just going to focus on the Transformers, which is one of my favorite Transformers stories, and the best Cosmos story. Here is where our story begins. Optimus puts together a small team headed for Earth. So Optimus Prime, trying his best to save Earth by convincing the Council that Earth should be protected and is a colony of Cybertron, which is kind of Optimus trying to make up for everything wrong he's ever done. But Earth really just doesn't want anything to do with the Transformers. It's a really good storyline. So it takes RC, Prowl, Skylynx, Jetfire, and Cosmos. Prowl tells Cosmos, "Sure, Cosmos, you better be watching my 6.
Yeah, of course. Wouldn't miss this for anything. Cosmos, you better be watching my 6. We'd save the universe, Cosmos. Come on, Cosmos. A bold new future awaits. Sheesh. I knew all this crap on Cybertron would just be a start of a whole new mess."
Cosmos is referencing a conversation him and Prowl had earlier. Cosmos and Prowl gossip about how unfair that Megatron be let free. As you can see, Prowl does most of the talking. He's not a war criminal, he's war personified, and we're supposed to forgive him?
No, yeah, I get you, Prowl. You're right. It's nice to, hang out like this. I mean, I spent a lot of time all by myself, flying, watching stuff happen or not happen. You'd be surprised.
He didn't even deserve a trial.
Sure, Prowl, sure. No way. But now that he got one, and, he did help save the universe, but like I was...
We'd save the universe, Cosmos. We always do. But him, he survives, while Bumblebee dies. It's not right.
Yeah, sure, bro. I guess so. Not. We always do find a way. Anyways, you'd be surprised at how being alone can make you starve for... covers.
The way he doesn't have to involve our symbol. It gives me a headache. Prowl isn't really talking to Cosmos here. He's more so just venting his frustrations at any bot who would hear. If, say, Starscream or Windblade walked up to him, probably would have been around the same thing here. Cosmos is more there just to have Prowl someone to rant to about how the Cybertronian government has failed to find just punishment for one of the worst murderers, dictators, tyrants in the entire universe, and they're just letting him go free on a quest to find the Knights of Cybertron on a fun adventure. And Cosmos, unfortunately, he does care. This is important to him, but he just wants someone to talk to. But he does ask Cosmos to go on a mission with Optimus. He has some plan for Cosmos, especially with his flight capabilities. This will become very important later.
Wow, you and Cosmos report to Arc 7. It's time to go. We'll scan new alt modes on the way.
Come on, Cosmos. A bold new future awaits. New alt mode for Cosmos. Yeah, right. It's nice to come home.
We've got kind of a negative view of the concept of home. Last time we were here ended with a lot of them shooting at us. Plus, didn't you take the whole humans betrayal thing a little personally?
It was one human's betrayal, Cosmos, and I don't take anything personally.
Right.
Do you trust Prime's leadership?
What? You know, I never get to talk to anybody, but, I think that's just a banana's way to change the subject.
Prime is a hero cop who thinks he can police a galaxy, but the galaxy needs something more. I brought you along because I need somebody I can trust.
Prime is a cop? You see your paint job, right? What do you think you are?
Let's find out. Another instance where Cosmos tries to make conversation, but Prowl just shoots him down and just goes, "You're here because I need you to be here. I have a plan for you." And more so just bouncing off himself.
Cosmos to all stations that can read me? So, that means you, Prowl. I have visual, your guys bought Prime and his guys a chance, but Decepticons are in pursuit and SoundWave's blocking all comms. So, where are you?
This is Prowl, inbound after an unavoidable delay. Skylynx and I had to stop at the Arc 7 for reinforcements. Hi, Cosmos. This reminds me of the time. Not now, Skylynx. We have a mess to clean up. Yes, of course. ETA is 73 seconds. This is another instance of someone trying to talk to Cosmos, but Prowl shutting it down. Any kind of friendly chatter is not really important to the mission, at least to Prowl. And if you haven't gathered by now, Prowl's a real stick in the mud, really into protocol, and whenever something isn't really benefiting the mission, it's in his way. That's why he seems so cold and calculating, kinda like Shockwave. Usually, this makes Prowl Shockwave's opposite in some regard. Prowl's done some horrible things to get the Autobots the victory at the end of the day. Prowl teams up with the Constructicons and becomes the head of Devastator. Like I said, this story is bonkers, and it is so good. Why are you not reading it? Once again, Prowl just wants to do the mission and get in, get out as fast as possible. It's at this point in the comic that both Prime and Prowl go out on their own to do their own thing, leaving the Arc 7. RC and Jetfire take command of the operation while they're away, but now Cosmos feels more isolated now, more than ever. Every single time he tries to make conversation on the Arc 7, he's either given a new task to do, which involves him staring out into space for hours if not days at a time, alone, or he's being made fun of because the only person he's actually made friends with on the Arc 7 is a drone called Doc, who is then promptly made fun of due to just being a drone or an AI, not actually intelligent, not actual life, unlike the Transformers. But maybe this is why Cosmos relates so much to Doc, this little R2 medical droid, is because he just serves one purpose. He's a medbot, where Cosmos is the observer of the group. He sits in space and he watches things happen or not happen. This next bit might not make a whole lot of sense, but it's very important for Cosmos' arc.
A place of our own, a community, where we may work as individuals. Everyone's skills are used for the benefit of all. Cybertron is a big world, but conflict will surely arise between your commune and the Autobots city. No, not this world. There is another place. Another place with life-sustaining energy. Yes, you were there once.
Ah, Earth.
Shockwave seeded the world with the 13th of his oils. Ultra energon, unstable in its raw form when we stayed on the planet Earth for a time. We learned to harness it. Then we conquer Earth. I know where we can get a starship. No more conquering. That was Megatron's way. We now follow the true Decepticon path. And what is that? Peace.
Soundwave has ditched Megatron ever since Megatron turned into an Autobot. He ejected Ravage to follow him in More Meets the Eye, and I promise this is relevant to Cosmos. It's really important that I set up the relationship between Galvatron, Megatron's replacement, as well as Soundwave, who's actually spearheading everything the Decepticons do, and his dream for the true Decepticon movement.
See what I mean? Prowl's gone, and it's the same as it always is.
Cosmos is sent to go spy on the Decepticons' new base, Sanctuary, near Jupiter, and is spotted by Sound.
Hello, Cosmos.
Later.
May I invite you in?
Hey, no thanks, Soundwave. I was just flying by and,
Wait.
He missiles you overgrown tape deck.
Little Autobot. Cosmos.
Just try to follow me, Soundwave.
As you wish.
Me and my big, hey! How do you even know I was there? This spy paint is supposed to make me all stealth.
I have exceptional hearing.
Huh? Me and my big mouth again. You got the power, Soundwave, but I got finesse. Whoa!
I have sufficient qualities as finesse as well.
Oh yeah? Well, waka waka.
Waka, this has gone on long enough.
You think you got me, Decepticon? Oh, I'll never tuck. You won't break me.
What? Autobot, the war is over. Your side persists in this. You spy on us. You come to worlds we have allied with. You are the aggressors.
But you're Decepticons.
We are equal. Under Primus, we started a war to fight for equality.
Tell it to Vera Centralus.
We made mistakes, the principle of which was following the word of a charismatic ideologist who believed in himself more than the cause.
Megatron.
Who wears Autobot colors now. You have a space bridge.
I'm
not asking you to confirm this. I know this is true. The bridge is not imperative to our cause, but use of it for peaceful purposes would be appreciated.
I am not in charge of...
No, but perhaps there are others on your ship who feel as we do. We dream of a world of peace and equality.
So can I, leave?
Of course, we have nothing to hide. Those in charge of your bridge tell your masters what you have seen.
Masters?
What else would you call the Prime you serve?
It's not like that.
I misunderstand. They treat you well. Those who do orders you obey. They treat you as their equal. You are welcome.
I didn't say thanks. I thought you had good hearing.
You are clever, my friend.
Prowl never said that.
Prowl? No, I imagine not. I imagine he's threatened by your wit.
Said I was welcome?
To join us.
The Decepticons?
That is your choice, Cosmos. I merely meant you are welcome aboard. Archimu, we offer a refuge. From war, from hatred, from servitude to the Primes. I don't expect you to have an answer. You clearly did not anticipate this. Was how your day would go.
Well, you got that right.
Return to your ship. Contact me if you wish.
How would I reach you?
Say my name. I will hear.
Soundwave, the humans, the Onyx thingy.
What?
The Onyx operating system the humans are using. Have you looked at the code?
Why would I?
It's Cybertronian. Old Cybertronian. Weird Cybertronian.
And you tell me this because...
I appreciate what you said. Also, You're not killing me. I just don't know. Word to the wise, you're allied with the humans, so be careful.
The humans are expedient allies. They are not like you and I.
But we're all equal under Primus, right?
Cybertronians are equal cosmos. Humans, though no fault of their own, are not like us. They are no different than any other Earth animal.
Or drones?
Precisely.
And where were you?
Building bridges.
This is the first time in the entirety of IDW someone has not only sat down and actually talked to Cosmos like he was a person, but this is the first time someone was even nice to him. Cosmos comes back to the Autobot ship. Obviously, he is a bit rattled by what SoundWave has told him.
Huh? Sorry I didn't see you, Doc. It's been a long day. Have you been? Yeah, you said it, buddy. You said it.
RC then commands Cosmos to just sit here and monitor everything from orbit. Cosmos, once again, is left up on the space station, no one to talk to, and he's just left there with a job that he didn't ask for. I think it's at this point Cosmos realizes and regrets that he would even come on this mission. Prowl, just manipulating people as usual, just wanted Cosmos as some extra muscle, or just someone he can manipulate like RC in the past when he used her as an assassin, or the Constructicons because he can turn the Devastator with them. A giant war breaks out, and we can't really get in contact with the rest of Team Prime. It is at this point in the comic where Cosmos makes a huge decision.
Hello? Anybody? Is anyone still alive?
Cosmos is credited in the roll call at the beginning of every single issue as now a frustrated Autobot observer. SoundWave is talking to some of the members of Sanctuary, gets interrupted because he can hear someone. SoundWave has really good hearing, as well as he can read minds. That's how he can hear everything. The eyes and ears of the Decepticons is a very literal title.
What?
I, didn't say nothing.
Someone else is calling.
It is at this moment SoundWave can hear Cosmos having a panic attack due to the fact he believes he is the last surviving member of Team Prime.
Soundwave, I need your help. You said I could call you, and I think everyone else is dead, and I'm all alone, and I don't know what to do, and I'm scared, Soundwave.
You are not alone, Cosmos, and there is no reason to fear, little Autobot.
Everyone is dead. They're all gone. Somebody attacked, and I don't think it was you.
It was not. Now, be silent, little Autobot. I am afraid I cannot hear your compatriots.
What are we gonna do? I need to get back to Cybertron. I need to get back up. I can't do this alone.
Cosmos, come inside. You are welcome here. Together, we can determine our next step. After all, we are all one in the eyes of Primus.
Cosmos, after long awaiting someone to actually take him seriously, someone to actually talk to, he finally opens up to SoundWave. Cosmos and SoundWave and Galvatron have a little conversation. This is a moment where SoundWave is revealed in a less than stellar light to Cosmos, where Galvatron calls him up and asks if he has full control of the Autobot space bridge technology, where SoundWave is hesitant to confirm or deny this because he knows Galvatron is a brute, someone who's been locked in the dead universe for probably millions if not billions of years, if that's how even time works in that dimension. But when pressed further, SoundWave, for the good of the Decepticon cause, says yes. Good. Prepare it for transport. Our forces gather on Cybertron.
You liar. You said you didn't do this, but you did. You killed my friends.
I did not lie, nor did I seek to conceal this conversation. We have nothing to do with what happened to the Earth, but we would be foolish to ignore an opportunity. Soon, this commune will be filled with Decepticons, and a new era will begin.
A new era? This is what your peace looks like?
What? He wanted peace? Looks like those guys want a piece of him.
You are correct, Cosmos. Weapons down. This is not our way.
We will win because of our superiority of our ideals, not our firepower.
Agreed, Skybyte. Needlenose and his forces will bring the Ark and its space bridge to us, and then peace shall reign.
Indeed it shall, Soundwave.
I should have never listened to you. I should have never listened to anybody. I was better off all on my own.
It is at this moment Cosmos is at his lowest. The one person he thought he could trust, he feels ultimately betrayed by.
Set course to Earth. Belay that Needlenose. Follow the plan. Operation Salvation.
Sorry, Soundwave. We got orders. We're taking the planet.
What? Who? Who gave you the orders? Pieces at hand, bro.
Soundy, peace was never the mission.
Use some nice words. Make us idiots think you got a place for us. That's your way. Then try and conquer the universe.
What? I've had worse ideas. Yeah, like a flying saucer alt mode.
Silence! Galvatron, please respond. Our troops have gone offline. Prowl claims he has orders to invade Earth.
Everything is fine, my friend. The plan has merely been accelerated. Galvatron is the conqueror, and he always will be. Soundwave thought that he was nothing more than a figurehead, and that he was just playing Galvatron. In fact, Ravage reveals in More Meets the Eye that if Megatron were to give up the Autobot symbol, he could come right back, and they could finally fulfill the Decepticon plan, and they'd just kill Galvatron. But that's not what happened, and Soundwave got played.
It's over.
Huh? Come on, we've seen worse. Remember when we found you in the dead end? That was a pretty low time, but we bounced back.
For what it's worth, Cosmos, I believed Soundwave as well. I wanted peace, and I'm sorry for what has occurred.
You reap what you sow, Decepticon.
You are right to be angry, Cosmos. And you, Skybyte, are right to be disappointed. Once more, the Decepticon dream has given way to the failure of an individual. Now you dare.
I thought it polite to ask you first.
I will never help you, Galvatron. You deceived me.
Yes, of course I did. Decepticon. I thought that was the point.
We reveal the deception of others.
An honest mistake, Soundwave. I should go. I have people waiting. Best of luck with your animals and Autobots.
Squawk. I think he means us. I think he means he's on his own.
For those that follow him, they do not understand what Galvatron is. They have been duped as I was.
Like we all were.
But I think Galvatron, he has given us purpose. We shall rescue our brothers and sisters from Galvatron's thrall.
It is at this moment the Decepticons go to help Optimus Prime. Which, never thought I'd say that. Who the hell was that? Is that a friend of yours?
Never seen him before, but I'm glad somebody else around here looks like a spaceship.
Bring us down, Cosmos. Attention Decepticons, this is Soundwave. Galvatron has lied to you. He seeks only endless war in the name of peace and salvation. Join me in my refuge sanctuary station.
That's an Autobot. So what, Needlenose? We're getting annihilated out here. I'm just saying.
Come on, get on board. We're taking heavy fire. The humans have upped their game. We need to get the Autobots out too.
I'm sorry, Cosmos. All our work on the sanctuary. Save those who follow a Prime.
Yeah, I figured. Good luck, Soundwave. I mean it. But I can't leave my friends behind.
Autobots, withdraw to the space bridge.
Prime!
Glad you could join us. Where are the rest of the Ark's crew?
RC, Sideswipe, and Tryon are still on board, but the humans have most of them. I mean, at best, they're prisoners.
That will be the next thing you dealt with.
A lot happens in between here, but it's not that important, so I'll skim it. Essentially, Cosmos gets forced into a combiner, which was Skyrain, and they were made to fight Superion since Superion was being mind-controlled or something. Soundwave now is working with Optimus Prime, and realizes that humans are just as important as Cybertronian lives. Oh yeah, Optimus, Soundwave, and RC also go to Jupiter and decapitate Galvatron. You know, we're just skimming over the small stuff.
Soundwave to sanctuary.
Why is the green frisbee answering the phone? Squawk, it's the best job a guy like him can get.
I am pleased to see you.
See? Somebody is.
I have a mission. Stealth protocols are required. Cosmos, I suggest you bring backup.
Oh no, who?
Cosmos here, with his stealth paint in the Optimus Prime art style, looks kind of like Pathfinder, and I think that's just a nice reference that the artist put in. Cosmos lands.
Everybody out. We're in serious danger here. SoundWave needs our help.
Oh, well, if SoundWave needs us.
I thought you liked SoundWave.
That was before he started hanging out with Autobots.
Move it or somebody will see us. Weird. This room is massive. Why is it empty?
Cosme?
But just then, Cosmos, Rumble, and Frenzy are attacked by rabid Sharkticons. And here we get an epic recreation of Cosmos doing the Doom pose on a bunch of Sharkticons. And he seemingly gets overrun by Sharkticons, while the Junkions grin at their defeat. Basically, a giant Junkion ship was invading Earth. They open the shuttle door and greet Optimus with Cosmos, who's barely hanging on.
Right, sorry.
Cosmos, what have they done? Cosmos, no.
Soundwave then catches Cosmos. Cosmos retorts,
Ugh, why do I always get beat up like this?
Because you can take it.
Soundwave then lays down Cosmos.
Yeah, a hell of a lot of them. Ow, quit poking me.
Sorry.
There was a whole pen full of those Sharkticons. Must have been thousands of them stuck in there.
Yes, of course. These Sharkticons serve the Junkions. They are underclass. And fortunately for us, class war is my speciality. My brothers and sisters, listen to me. Before you attack, look at yourselves. Look at who rule you. You are being deceived. These words written by a wise man changed my life. They can change yours. If you could look outside the system, you would recognize it for what it is. A prison. Worse than that, it is a prison full of willing prisoners. For you, be happy in your work, they say, for it enriches you. Be thankful for the system, it protects you. Be mindful of your betters. They think for you. I say enough. Reject your work. Resist the system and your betters. You have none. We are equal. We all have a right to decide how to live our lives.
This is a poem by Megatron that Soundwave recites to the Junkion's prisoner underclass, the Sharkticons. The Sharkticons rebel and attack the Junkions. It is at this point in the comic, Cosmos is brought to Sanctuary Station and repaired off-screen, where he will remain for the rest of the comic. Soundwave is on Earth helping Optimus Prime mend human relationships and fix the damages the Junkions did. Unfortunately, this piece wouldn't last. IDW around this time in 2017 was ready to finally end their long-running 12-year comic continuity that spanned hundreds of books and dozens upon dozens of unique storylines and characters. And they would do it with Unicron. Unicron was built by a man who's lost everything. His planet, his people, his entire civilization crumbled to the ground due to a war between the Autobots and Decepticons. For them, it was just another battle on another planet, but to him, it was everything. Shockwave also influenced and helped him, and he had a much bigger plan and was just using this myth to create Unicron. Unicron would eat away at every last colony world Cybertron had, but then Shockwave lost control of Unicron and it ate Cybertron too, leaving Shockwave devastated and retreating to Earth. Earth was the last safe haven in the entire universe that the Transformers and the humans could call home, and technically the last Cybertronian colony world due to the actions of Optimus Prime in his series. Unfortunately, Unicron was coming for Earth too, with his fleet led by Bludgeon.
Hello, Trax, Swift? Anybody? Do you read me? This is Sanctuary Station, and we're getting really worried.
A silence descends, unsettling as a scream. We are alone.
Hello? Who's Mainframe? On Earth? What's going on?
Squad? I thought Mainframe was on the Lost Light. Maybe we'll lose contact with them. I wouldn't complain. It's the only way to get Autobots to stop talking.
Hush! This is the human mainframe, the guy from G.I. Joe. SoundWave's not here right now. He's on Cybertron, and we've lost... Oh, hang on. I'm picking up something on the approach vector. I sure hope it's good news.
FTL jump achieved, Lord Bludgeon.
Good. Shockwave believed merging the Nemesis with Unicron would provide no more than an eye. But instead, he has given our true master a transformation cog. Shockwave is not a true believer.
As you command, we serve no one but the Chaos Bringer. Guys, I still can't feel my face.
Proceed to kill anything in our way.
What? That might not be Optimus Prime. That's enough for this bird. I'm leaving. Move it, Buzzsaw. The rest of you are welcome to join us.
Go. I've lived my whole life alone. I don't care if I die alone, too.
What? You want to fight a hostile fleet in an unarmed space station? Why throw your life away?
To give everybody else a chance to escape. And because Prime said he was going to stop Unicron, I'm sure he just needs time.
There's no evidence to suggest Prime is. There is one thing. Faith. Soundwave has it, and where would we be without him and his faith? So even if it's hopeless, we still fight.
You know what, guys? I lied. I'm really glad to finally be a part of a crew that sticks together.
Yeah, well, Laserbeak.
Till all are one, guys. Till all are one.
All lives end one day, but precious few hands know of what it means to. About 30 of them are running toward Earth, my lord.
Let them. We can destroy them there as easily.
Optimus Prime jumps into the heart of Unicron, a black abyss you can't even see into, and inside is the creator of Unicron. His hatred still burns for the Cybertronians, willing to destroy everything in the universe just to be rid of them, to avenge his family. Optimus Prime tries and pleads with him, but he will not listen. It is at this point Optimus is nearly beaten, and SoundWave reaches out into the Afterspur to the souls lost in the Cybertronian wars, and those who fell to Unicron and his armada, including Cosmos.
Have faith in Optimus, in the plan, in me.
And with one command, he sends them to help Optimus, empowering him so he's able to defeat the creator. Optimus Prime apologizes, and the two hug it out as Unicron crumbles to the ground, killing them both. Unfortunately, in this process, Soundwave was also too badly damaged, and he slowly fades away, naming his final operation.
Operation Absolution.
Joining Cosmos and everyone else he lost in the Afterspark. Cosmos fought for everything Soundwave believed in, the equality of everyone under Primus, humanity, Autobots, and Decepticons, and everything in between. And Optimus, for everything he did throughout his comic series, did everything knowing he wouldn't come back. And Optimus gifted his people a home, both humanity and Transformers, a planet both can coexist and call home, where all are truly one. That is why I love Cosmos. We can all empathize with anxiety and loneliness, but Cosmos, despite these feelings and how others treat him, always tries to help people. If you're able, share this video so everyone can know why Cosmos is the greatest Transformer to ever live. Thanks for watching.
Also, yeah, that's why I ship Cosmos and Soundwave so much. I've read a lot of IDW comics. This is just how they write two characters right before they get together. I promise you, please believe me.